Get outside in Pepin County. Pack up the family and visit the childhood home of Laura Ingalls Wilder. Sail on Lake Pepin. Bike the Chippewa River State Trail. Hike up Maiden Rock and throw a line in a trout stream. Sign up to win a vacation at visitpepincounty.com. We talk about the music of Cass Magpie, the solo project of Cassie Brady. We get into big changes, new tunes on Bandcamp, her other projects including Echo Black River and a new album on the way. You can catch Cass Magpie during Midwest Music Fest, September 16th through the 17th. You can find more conversations, food reviews, live music, and events on our website, lacrosselocal.com. I'm Amy.
And I'm Brent.
And this is Lacrosse Local.
I was born without teeth. I was born in the city in which I grieve.
We chatted a while back when you were performing under the moniker One More Onion. You also have one more show kind of under that moniker for Midwest Music Fest this September. You've now kind of moved to kind of change the name, kind of change the look. What is the motivation for the change?
Well, the motivation is, it's a direct result of some big life news that I've shared with everybody. I am trans. I'm a trans woman. I use she, her pronouns, and I came out maybe, a few months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago at this point. And the name One More Onion no longer reflected who I was. It was absurd. I really like absurdism, but I was using that as I don't want to call it a coping mechanism, but in a lot of ways it was for me I couldn't take myself quite so seriously as a musician. So I used kind of an out there name to represent what I could do, and now I don't need that anymore. So Cass Magpie it is. I'm really excited about this. A lot of things have been changing for the better in my life as a result, and I wanted my stage name to reflect that. So
You talking about new developments, checking out your Bandcamp and just your social media. It seems like you're sending out a lot of new music. Some ones that came out recently, like Golden Striped and Paper Tiger.
Well, you're golden, you're striped. You're one of a kind. Your message was white, but you wanted to die.
Which to me, automatically, I had whimsical moments of listening to Sparkle Horse. I don't know if that has any reference or frame of reference about it.
I'll have to look that up. Sparkle Horse. What a lovely name.
So what are these kind of newer songs about? Are you still kind of writing the same, or is it, because you're still publishing it on One More Onion? Do the songs seem different now?
Well, those are very special songs to me. It kind of is representative of my kind of self-actualization that I had. So when I was writing that, and there's more to come. It's actually a part of a greater EP called I Am This. And it started when I got this little 8-track recorder for like $40 on Craigslist. And I just kind of went straight to like laying stuff down. I added a drum beat and then just improvised guitar over it. I didn't do more than like 1 to 3 takes on almost every instrument. And so it's a really stream of consciousness EP. And I finished just about all of the music before I like had my self-actualization. And then I finished it after I was like, oh shit, I'm trans, and it's something I've been thinking about for years and years, like 10 years, but to actually like be like, okay, this is real is quite a bit different than simply questioning. So what ended up being something I wrote largely before accepting or self-accepting became a declaration of my new existence and my new place in the world. So I Am This is a declaration. And it's kind of funny, I accidentally wrote a coming out album, or EP rather. Yeah, I mean, it all came kind of straight off the cuff, and I really like writing that way. because of the spontaneity. But
So just kind of listening to, Golden Striped and Paper Tiger, you kind of the delivery seems to change in those two songs, either, vocally or music. Where does that come from? Is that just something that's kind of based on where it's going? I mean, not necessarily different singers, but it definitely has like some different attributes to it.
absolutely. And I will say that the only song off that EP that I wrote out chords for was the last one, and that is Paper Tiger. And that was the last song I recorded. The Golden Striped, for most of the EP, I like was messing up my vocals on purpose. Like I would take I would filter out all of the high frequency sounds and all of the low sounds, and then max out the mids just to get like kind of a lo-fi sound and kind of anti-singing.
Hmm.
And one of the reasons why they're so different is because Golden Striped, I sang all of the vocals in one take without it was an improvised take, and
Huh.
whatever came out came out. So, and what's funny to me is I just kind of did it, and I was just like letting the lyrics flow out of me. And at first they definitely had some meaning to me, but as I've listened to the song, in my own headphones, trying to figure out how to mix and master it, the words have very definite meanings to me now. And it's been kind of cool to explore that retroactively, because I did just like spit them out. And the last track was a little bit more thought out. It was definitely the most thought out of the EP, that is Paper Tiger. And I think it shows a little bit, and that it's more delicate, and you can feel how it's a little bit more planned out than the rest.
Around the area, it seems like you're playing at least, a couple times a week. I also see now that you're also part of Echo Black River, who we've interviewed before. And, it's a great band along with the other projects. What are you bringing to the table with these bands? Are you kind of a hired gun for Echo Black River, or is it collaboration, or is there different parts you're playing for each of these groups you're in?
Yeah, so for Echo Black River, I'm coming in. I play keys and guitar in that band, and so I'm playing the lead parts. As much as I want to call myself a hired gun, because that sounds, I don't know if I can. We've been writing or tinkering a little bit together, but Josh is so good at songwriting, and he leads the band in such a positive and affirming way for all of us. So I really appreciate following. I'm just getting in the swing of things now, and we've played one show together now at the Popcorn, and that was with the Lowest Pair, great group. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's getting really comfortable now, and we're really jiving. So we're really looking forward to some of the shows this summer. We're playing Larry Fest. That's a big highlight for me. And then we're also playing the Folk Fest. We're headlining the Folk Fest, and that has been a dream since I found out about the Folk Fest. So it's really fun to be a part of that.
Yeah, this new music, and you kind of referenced where's the album at, or the new music, or how is that going to be released? Is that something that's going to be all in one, or are you going to be putting out these different single pieces?
So yeah, I do have a new album that I'm working on. The songs are finished. I've actually been playing it out at some shows here and there, and it's called Two Seasons. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how I want the album to be arranged, and I'm thinking full band. Yeah, I mean, like, I clearly haven't thought much about it as much as I would want to, because I'm at a loss for what to say. But when it does get finished, it'll be delivered in one large chunk. There's 8 songs on it. I don't think any of them like work the way I want them to separately. It's definitely a concept album. Each song kind of references and uplifts the next. So it's important for me that it's listened to together. So no singles for that one.
I imagine, for Midwest Music Fest, which is happening September 16th through the 17th, people will be able to check out some of those songs in your shows. Are you just doing that solo?
Yeah, for Midwest Music Fest, I'll be playing the new album. It'll be I guess 2 seasons live. And yeah, I'm doing it solo right now. I've been debating whether or not to play the album mostly as like a solo thing, but And the more I play it, I can hear drums, bass, and some lead guitar happening. And one of the great things about recording an album is that you have the ability to really do a lot of stuff that isn't possible live. So right now, solo guitar and vocals is the way for me. But I hope to share the greater ideas that I have in my head right now with the rest of the people, and hopefully they listen.
Did you say you're going to do the show as One More Onion as kind of like a goodbye, or is it because you just didn't want them to have to like redo their posters?
Basically the latter. I don't want to be trouble. And it's actually kind of fun because it will be a goodbye. And
Yeah.
I really appreciate all the support that Onion has gotten. And there's so many t-shirts out there that people are wearing, and it really fills my heart with joy. And there's some actually at the Root Note in downtown La Crosse right now. So if you want one, you can pick it up. Yeah, I mean, like I can't imagine a better way to kind of sign off from the Onion than Midwest Music Fest.
Well, that's awesome. I got one of those t-shirts too. So people ask me about it all the time when I wear it. So if people want to grab one, they can stop down the Root Note before they're gone. Where can people connect with you? Is it the Bandcamp, Facebook?
So the best spot for the new project and the old one was probably Instagram. I kind of use that as my portfolio, so to speak. I got a lot of different types of things on there. Yeah, Facebook, yeah, Bandcamp. I have mixed feelings about the greater streaming services, and I'm kind of reckoning with that. We all, including myself, use Spotify, and so it's just difficult in the current music climate to do that. But yeah, we'll see. And I would guess eventually I'll have it up on the rest of the streaming services. But I like to use Bandcamp first because it's the best for the artists. Yeah, I mean, donating even $1 is worth probably 200 streams or more on Spotify. So I like to use that first.
La Crosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook at La Crosse Local. Find out more about us at lacrosselocal.com, and you can subscribe to the La Crosse Local Podcast on your favorite podcast app. If you like us, rate us 5 stars. We appreciate it.